Hello friends, it's nice having you join me today on an atmosphere of worship. If you have been with me in our previous episode where we've talked about true worshiper, who a true worshiper is and true worship. In this time around, I'll be talking on the qualities of an inspiring worship leader. You can believe me, it's not everybody that is a good worshiper. Some people have their gifts. Everybody have their gift. There are various fields in the choir ministry, in the church music. But today we are talking about true worship, an inspiring worship leader. What are the qualities? What are the qualities that we need to see in these people that say they are inspired to worship, to lead God's people in worship? First, like the other time I told you, I said if you have to be a worship leader, first and foremost, you must be born again. One, you have to be connected to the Holy Spirit. Two, and you have to worship God in spirit and in truth. That is what God says. You have to worship Him in spirit and in truth. That is what God desires from us. So if you are an inspiring worship leader, be ready to worship Him in spirit and in truth, because you are not worshiping man. Because your worship is not unto man, your worship is unto God. First and foremost, we'll be looking at just very few qualities here. I will not take your time. First and foremost, if you want to be an inspiring worship leader, you must be a friend of God. Outside everybody, outside the church, outside the community where you are, you must be a friend of God. That's the first and foremost thing. They love the Lord so much that every day of their life, they ensure that the start of their day is with Him. Every start of their day is with the Lord, not with your phones, not when you wake up. The first thing you want to go and check your phones. You want to go and check the notification on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp. If there's a message there for you, this is the phone you have been with. But an inspiring worship leader who is a friend of God, make sure he starts his or her day with the Lord. Starts his or her day with the Lord. They are comfortable being still and silent before the Lord and with His word. They must create time. They create time for the Lord. Secondly, I say they depend on the Holy Spirit. An inspiring worship leader, what do they do? They depend on the Holy Spirit. Accomplished worship leaders don't bank on their own experience. As much as the Holy Spirit, whether it's putting a set song together or anytime they go on stage, you see them. What they do, they depend on the Holy Spirit to lead them. They depend on the Holy Spirit to lead them. They don't depend on their own experience. When they get on stage, the Holy Spirit will tell them what to do. Because they are connected to God, because they are connected to the Holy Spirit, their ears are constantly open to the Spirit's promptings, and their heart stay in a disposition of obedience to say, Lord, do I go forward? Do I leave this worship song and go to the next one? Or do I do the same song? Because at times, a worship song can just do the magic. A worship song can just do the magic. Then the last one we are going, he said, love worship. They do what? They love worship. An inspiring worship leader, they love worship. Fantastic leaders. They don't believe that worship happens their own way. No. When they go on stage, anything happens. Anything happens. When they go on stage, they believe the Holy Spirit, and it is the Holy Spirit that leads them on. They appreciate any song that is spirit-filled. They appreciate whether it's a trending worship song, whether it's an old song. An inspiring worship leader can do any song, and they will bring the Spirit of God down. I'm going to tell you the last one. They never stop learning. An inspiring worship leader never do what? They never stop learning. As standing leader, they value training. They read books. They always keep themselves open for training. That is what they do. An aspiring leader, they read books, they watch seminars, podcasts, videos, Webinars, anything that advances their what? Their work with God and ministerial competency. They never claim to know it all. They never claim to know it all. They can even learn. They like to sit and learn and even listen to feedbacks. So what kind of aspiring worship leader are you today? I'm imploring you. I'm appealing to you. Worship him in spirit and in truth. Be focused on him. Be connected to the Holy Spirit. Be a friend of God. Listen and read books. Be a friend of God. Make sure you start your day with him. Oh, I'm asking you today, can you even allow somebody else to lead while you are seated? Will you not be threatened that somebody else, will you not be thinking, oh, this person want to take my position, this person want to take my stand? Are you being threatened when somebody else is right there on the stage leading God's people in worship? Aspiring worship leader, they are never threatened. They are never threatened because they know who they are, because they know what they carry. In conclusion, I want to plead with you that when you are aspiring to be a true worshiper, aspiring worship leader, you must be open to learning. Be ready to receive feedback. Be a friend of God. Create consistent time for your prayer life, even inside and outside the church. Right now, I'm going to stop right here. For the concluding part, we're bringing it to you on Saturday, 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Please like my page on Facebook. Minister Omowumi Sidi. It's right there on your Facebook. Please like an atmosphere of worship. God richly bless you. Thank you.